India has begun a massive crackdown on terror financing. The Enforcement Directorate's sources have told Wion, World is One, that the Pakistani High Commission in New Delhi is involved in terror financing. The Enforcement Directorate has identified 13 individuals or entities who have been providing funds for terror groups. Their properties are being seized by the government. Now, one of the individuals has been identified as Zahoor Ahmed Shah Watali. He is presently lodged in the Tihar jail in New Delhi and is the major player for funneling terror finances in India. The ED has managed to gather incriminating evidence against Watali, which clearly shows that he's been receiving money from Hafiz Saeed, Sayyid Salahuddin, the ISI and the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi. Wion's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, joining me live on the broadcast from New Delhi for more on that story. Siddhant, this promises to rake up tensions afresh between India and Pakistan. How do you see this playing out in the current environment?
Well, of course, Pakistan is expected to continue with its denial mode, clearly saying that it has no involvement. But now the Indian government is taking action, tough action against the people who are financing terror. And of course, I'm standing just in front of the Pakistani High Commission where the Pakistan National Day reception is going to take place. And they, of course, have invited the Hurriyat. Remember, the NIA has said that these 13 people are not only involved in supporting terror groups, but also funding Hurriyat and its anti-India propaganda. This is important development because we also know that even as we speak, there is a meeting going on, the Government of India meeting taking place on perhaps banning the Hurriyat also. But these are initial reports which are coming in. But talking about the terror financing reports which are coming, these are confirmed reports, and 13 people have been identified by the National Investigation Agency regarding their involvement in supporting terrorism. And of course, the Pakistani High Commission has also been reported to be involved in the entire financing of terrorism.
Right, and that in itself is a huge claim, Siddhant. The fact that an entity such as Pakistan's High Commission could make its way onto a list such as this. How do you expect Pakistan to respond to this?
Well, Pakistan to respond to the entire development will be a denial mode as it has been expected from Pakistan. We have seen developments in last few weeks, whether it's the issue of terrorism, whether it's the issue of supporting terror groups in Pakistan, or whether it's taking action on Masood Azhar, the chief of Jaish-e-Mohammed, the group behind the Pulwama terror attack which took place on 14th. Pakistan has only taken cosmetic measures, and of course New Delhi knows that Pakistan is only going to repeat what it has been repeating since the 26/11 attacks. It engaged in some sort of banning, and then of course we know that how the mastermind of 26/11, Hafiz Saeed, has been roaming around in Pakistan, and of course he tried to be part of the political process also last year in the Pakistani elections.
Right. Stay with me, Siddhant. You brought up, of course, another important development as far as Pakistan's National Day goes. Let's take our viewers through that as well. The Indian High Commissioner to Pakistan, Ajay Bisaria, and other Indian diplomats will not attend Pakistan's National Day event in Islamabad. India has already decided to boycott that very same celebration in New Delhi. Here's the Indian Foreign Ministry spokesperson replying to a question from Wion's Siddhant Sibal.
We all know the Pakistan National Day is being celebrated today. There is a reception. Hurriyat has been invited. India is boycotting. But do you think that Pakistan doesn't plan to change its ways when it comes to inviting Hurriyat leaders? Because just a few months ago, the Pakistani foreign minister called Mir Wise, and then it's still continuing.
I can confirm that India has decided not to send any representative to attend the Pakistan National Day. I understand the reception is taking place today. This decision was taken after the Pakistan High Commission decided to invite the Hurriyat representatives to the reception. You are aware about our reaction in the past, I think most recently in February, on this matter. I think we are very clear that any attempt by the Pakistani High Commission or by the Pakistani leadership to engage with the Hurriyat representatives will not be taken lightly. and this is what we have said in the past as well.
This comes after Pakistan's High Commission invited leaders of the Hurriyat, a Kashmiri separatist group, to the event. Meanwhile, the Hurriyat has itself decided not to send any representative for the National Day celebrations. The decision comes in the wake of the Indian government's decision to arrest and detain Hurriyat leaders who attend the event. India has taken a strong stance against Pakistan's outreach to the Hurriyat. In January this year, India summoned Pakistan's High Commissioner Sohail Mahmood after Pakistan's Foreign Minister S.M. Qureshi spoke to the Hurriyat leader Mirwaiz Umar Farooq. Now, this development comes in the backdrop of the Pulwama terror attack on the 14th of February, the responsibility for which was claimed by Pakistan-based terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed. Pakistan's National Day on the 23rd of March is when the Muslim League passed the Lahore Resolution in 1940, calling for the formation of Pakistan. The country adopted its constitution on the same day. Let me go back to my colleague Siddhant Sibal, who continues to be with us from New Delhi. Siddhant, this is, of course, an unprecedented move. What does it say regarding India's intent towards Pakistan post-Pulwama?
Well, it's a strong move and sends a strong message to Islamabad that any kind of engagement with Hurriyat will not be liked by New Delhi. But of course, I'm standing in front of the Pakistani High Commission right now, and in the next 45 minutes, the reception will start, but it will be a dim affair. This time we know that there is heightened security and there is heavy police presence outside the Pakistani High Commission, and all those guests who will be going, they will be vetted. The security will be vetting them, and their names will be kept on the list for further keep in future. But we also know that India has officially made it clear that it's going to boycott all Pakistan National Day events, whether they are here in New Delhi at the Pakistani High Commission or whether they are in Islamabad tomorrow when Pakistan marks its National Day. The Indian High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria and other diplomats will not be participating in any kind of celebrations which will be taking place in Islamabad. Sends a message that when it comes to terrorism, India is willing and will take a strong action, whether it's militarily or whether it's diplomatically. And when it comes to these symbolic moves such as these celebrations, the Pakistani National Day celebration, India will not be sending a political representative, which of course is a big snub for Islamabad.
All right, Siddhant, thanks very much. A strong move indeed. We leave it at that. Thanks for giving us that perspective from New Delhi.